Welcome to Daily Action Picks. I'm Sean Zerillo from the Payoff Pitch Podcast, here to get you set with my best bet for Friday night's baseball slate. We're going to take the Detroit Tigers in both halves against the Chicago White Sox. White Sox still without Tony La Russa, so maybe you have to upgrade their projections slightly. But I do like the Tigers here, both for the first 5 innings to plus 125 and the full game to plus 122. Been fading Lucas Giolito for most of the season. His velocity has been down about a mile an hour relative to his previous 3 years. In his last start, though, all the way down to 91.8 miles an hour, which would represent a dip of more than 2 miles an hour relative to his previous 3 seasons. In the second half, Giolito ERA over 6.04, 363 expected FIP, so maybe he has underachieved to a degree, definitely been unlucky. 373 batting average on balls in play, strand rate below 70%. So both of those should eventually move closer to league average, around 72% and 300 respectively in those categories. But I do like Matt Manning for the Tigers. I think he's an underrated starter. 4.1 expected ERA for Manning. Doesn't get a ton of strikeouts, but what he does do is generate pop-ups to a significant degree. Would rank second amongst qualified pitchers if he had enough innings to qualify. 18% pop-up rate for Manning. That ranks second behind Justin Verlander, ahead of Julio Urias by about 4% too. So there's a pretty big gap between Verlander, Manning, and the rest of the starting pitchers. He also sticks Chicago in their lesser split. The White Sox rank second against lefties for the season, but fall to 20th against righties. Tigers' solid bullpen. Bats have been hotter of late. Again, I like Detroit down to plus 125 for the first 5 innings, plus 122 for the full game. My best bets for Friday's slate.